Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tina and I make videos on lifestyle, home, and DIY projects every single week. And for today's video, we are making some DIYs from the dollar store. So basically I went to Dollar Tree over the weekend and I went a little crazy because they had so much good stuff, things that already were cute on their own or things that I could DIY with. And I'm really happy with each one of these DIYs. I was able to transform everything to make it look a lot more high end, and I'm really happy with the end result. I think you guys are going to love these projects, and best of all, they were really easy to create. You just have to use a few simple techniques. And also everything that I'm doing in this video can be translated into other items that are outside of Dollar Tree, of course. And I feel like this time of year is really perfect to just spend some time making some DIYs, especially when it comes to holiday decor. And I can't believe that Christmas is exactly a month away. I'm like not ready because I thought I would have had my Christmas tree up by now, but hopefully by next week I will have it up and I'll do a decorate with me video. And also, if you guys haven't noticed, my background is a little bit different. I did the dining room makeover on Sunday. So if you missed that video, definitely check it out. There's a lot of holiday decor inspo on that as well. But without blabbing on, let's get into the first project. Hello from VoiceOver Tina. This first project is super easy and super cute. You will need a pack of paper doilies, and this one comes in a pack of 3 too. It has 4 different sizes and there are 8 of each of them. You'll need 7 of these doilies for each one of the snowflakes, and the first thing I'm going to do is to fold it in half. I'm also going to make sure that the good side of the doily is on the outside as I'm folding these, and it's also important to note that I'm making sure that I'm folding it the same every time. So as you can see, I'm making sure that the round part is at the top and everything else matches perfectly. Then I'm going to unfold it and then take the left and the right sides of the doily and folding it towards the middle like this. And for this part, I'm using the crease from the middle fold as a guide. Then after that, I'm going to fold it in half and then unfold it, and this just makes it easier for when I glue it down. So to glue it, I'm adding some hot glue to the 2 curves on the left and the right flap, and then I'm just going to fold that in half, making sure that everything is aligned. Now you can open it up and it should look like this. For each doily, I made sure to open it up after I glued it just so that nothing was glued shut, and I found this to be very helpful, especially since there's so many holes in the doily. And now you just want to repeat this step for the remaining 6 doilies. You'll get the hang of it after the first few tries, and I would definitely recommend to start with these smaller doilies so that you have more practice before using the larger ones. After you folded all 7, it's time to glue them all together. So I'm going to do this by adding a line of glue down the middle and then along the bottom edge. And I'm just going to repeat this to all of them. When you get to the last doily, you're going to glue it the same way, but this time you're going to attach it to the first doily, and this is really going to fan it and create your 3D snowflake. And here's how it's looking. You could totally leave it like this, but I wanted to give it even more structure by gluing the top edges and also the middle, and I think this just looks so clean and it almost makes it look like a flower. So I'm just going to create a bunch of these, and I saw that Crate & Barrel actually was selling some giant paper snowflakes, and I wanted to create my own version, and I found this idea online. So I'll link down below the video that I originally watched. I was really excited to share this project with you guys because it totally gives off the same vibe for just a fraction of the price. With just 1 pack of these doilies, you can create 4 snowflakes in varying sizes, and you can make the smaller ones into ornaments or hang the larger ones up as wall decor. The 3D element and the cutouts on these are so gorgeous. They were so easy and affordable to create. I'm totally obsessed with how these look, and I hope that you guys are too, and try this project out. For this next project, we'll need a pack of paper lunch bags, and Dollar Tree has these in white and brown, but I went for the brown ones for a more natural look. So first I'm taking 9 of the bags and gluing them all together by running glue down the middle and along the bottom, just like we did in the first project. And while doing this, you want to make sure that the bag is facing the right way each time. Also, I want to note that you can use glue stick or hot glue. It's totally your preference. So for this project, we are making another snowflake, but this time we are completely DIYing the shape of them. So I'm going to draw out my design, and this part is truly an experiment. You can get really creative with the shapes you create. So for this one, I'm drawing lines and half circles on both sides of the bag to mirror it. Then I'm going to take a pair of scissors and just cut out my design. I found that this was actually quite thick to cut through because there's so many layers. So you're going to see me struggle a little bit with this, but it is possible to do. And then just like the Doily Snowflake, we're going to add glue to the last bag and then fan it open to meet the first bag. And now you have your giant snowflake, and that's all there is to this project. I had so much fun doing this one and experimented a lot with it, so I even made some smaller ones by cutting off the top and using only 7 bags, so there truly are so many different ways that you can create these snowflakes. I also wanted to show you guys a cleaner way to create the snowflakes. It just takes a couple of more steps, so I actually folded my bag in half first to draw in my design, and then I cut that out and used that as a template for the other bags. And by doing this, I was able to cut the bags 2 at a time before gluing it all together. The first technique I showed is kind of the quickest and easiest way to do it, but as you guys saw, it was a little bit harder to cut and left some jagged edges. So if you're a bit of a perfectionist like me, you could totally do it this way as well. It's really up to you and how you want to create this. There is no right or wrong way to do it. Just like real snowflakes, no 2 snowflakes will be the same when you design these yourself. These make such a great statement as wall decor or even to be used as a backdrop. And I just love the natural element that these brown paper bags give to my holiday decor. And you can create so many of these for just $1. This next project is super easy to do, so I found these super cute star ornaments at Dollar Tree, and they were already great the way that they were, but I wanted to do something with them, so I grabbed 4 sets of them. But I'm just going to remove the glitter since I'm going for more of a natural look this year, and I'm just going to use a knife to scratch it off. You could also just paint over it or wrap it, but I'm just going to keep it white to match with the rest of my holiday decor. Then all I'm going to do is to string it together with some twine and add on wooden beads, and I'm going to make sure that I have the same amount of beads in between the stars for each one. Now you can just knot the end, and that's all there is to this project. I love the simplicity of this garland, and it adds such a fun holiday touch to whatever you're hanging it on. You can use this same idea with so many other ornaments and turn it into a beaded garland, and I can't wait to see what you guys create with this. For this last project, I'm taking one of these tinsel trees that Dollar Tree carries, and I'm gonna give it a bit of a makeover. First thing I'm doing is to remove the tinsel, and you'll find that there's a plastic cage that the tree forms around, and this was really easy to remove. All I had to do was to cut it and then just unravel it. I like this tree because it's a little bit different than your typical cone-shaped trees, and there were also these little snowflakes on it, and I'm totally gonna save them for a future project. Now I'm taking this chunky yarn and I'm just going to split the strands so that it is smaller, and then I'm just going to use each one of those to wrap around the tree. And to do this, I'm using my handy dandy glue gun to make sure that it sticks completely onto each one of the tiers. To ensure that I completely cover the red plastic, I had to wrap it twice. Then for the bottom, I'm using raffia as the trunk, and you can totally use whatever you want here. It could be a different colored yarn or macrame. And if you caught one of my previous fall DIYs before, this combo might look familiar to you. And I think that yarn and raffia makes such a great combo. It adds in so much coziness, and I really love how it looks. And again, for the raffia, I also had to wrap it twice, and you guys have seen me do this so many times before. So I completed it while watching a show, and here's how it looks now. Now comes the fun part, and you can decorate your tree however you want. I'm going to add a wooden star to the top, and then I glued these small pom-poms from Dollar Tree onto it, and that's all there is to it. And how cute does this tree look? I love the tiered shape of this tree, and I think it's the perfect addition to my growing collection of mini Christmas trees. Dollar Tree has so many different items wrapped in tinsel that you can totally take off and customize. They have other tree variations, candy canes, and so much more, so I hope that you take inspo from this project and make one of your own. Alright guys, let me know in the comments down below which project was your favorite. I am really happy with every single one of them. They were so easy to create, and I honestly can't choose a favorite, but I will say the snowflake with the doily is probably one of my favorite projects ever. I mean, just look at how cute these are. I can't believe I was able to create 4 of these in different sizes for just $1. I feel like this doily at the Dollar Tree was a very basic one, so I can only imagine what you can create with a really fancy one. So I really hope that you you guys enjoy this project and try it out for yourself. It's just so pretty. I love it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below and also subscribe if you haven't already. I'm posting on here every single week. I've been really good about posting twice a week. So I would really love it if you guys can join me. There are a lot more projects coming, especially for the holidays and just decorating with me and like all the cozy feels. So I'm really excited to make more content for you guys through the end of the year. And if there's anything that you guys want to see, make sure that you request it down below. I love seeing your suggestions. And if you haven't already, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I'm posting on there every single day, and I'm also doing a series of holiday content, and it's going to be basically 12 days of DIYs. So make sure that you follow me on there so that you can see even more content for the holidays. And that is it for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!